One of the key dilemmas in home ownership is deciding whether you should rent or you should buy. And choosing between renting or buying is often influenced by various factors, such as financial considerations, your lifestyle preferences, and just your overall long-term goals that you may have. So we're gonna walk through the differences between renting and buying a home, so that way you can make the most informed decision and what's best for you and your family. So differences in financial considerations. When you're renting, that gives you freedom and flexibility with lower initial cost. And then on the flip side, when you buy a home, you're building equity and it's more of a long-term investment. So renting often appeals to those that are looking for a lower cost of entry into a home. The initial expenses are normally minimal. You have your first month's rent, your security deposit. Every now and then they want you to do an additional month. So this gives people flexibility who are just starting to navigate new terrain for them. So maybe you're someone that's moving from out of state and you're coming to Jacksonville, Florida. Maybe you want to rent for the first year to try to get the lay of the land, figure out where you want to live your life, the lifestyle that you have, and renting allows you to be able to do that. On the flip side though, when you do rent, there are typically rental increases over time, and you just don't have any control of the property in itself. So renting provides an option for the short term, but it may just not be the best for you long term. And on the downside, when you are renting, you're not building any equity in the property. So say your rent is $2,000 a month, that means every month you're just throwing $2,000 to the landlord. So if you choose to buy over renting, it is definitely more of a long-term investment for you, and it can provide a sense of stability because you don't have to worry about your lease ending in the next year. Like, you know, that is your permanent residency, that is your place you can call home, and it can grow as a financial asset. Your mortgage payment will build equity, which can then help with financial security. And homeowners also have tax advantages that renters aren't able to do. You are gonna have a couple more costs when it comes to owning a home. You'll have the property taxes, homeowners insurance, just maintenance and repairs. And if you are wanting to buy a home long-term, it should fit your financial goals long-term. So your lifestyle considerations. Renting gives you more flexibility and less commitment, while buying a home is really rooted in stability. So renting allows you to have a lifestyle of adaptability and allowing you to move with ease once your lease ends. This is attractive for people who are figuring out what they're doing with their life, they're changing careers, they don't know exactly where they want to live yet. It just gives them the freedom to explore different areas. You do want to know that when you are renting, it just limits on how much you can personalize the space that you're in. And then you want to make sure that you understand all the terms that are in your rental agreement and just make sure that they align with your goals. So when you buy a home versus renting, it just embodies a sense of stability and community in a way, because you have the freedom to create the space however you would like. You can build relationships with your neighbors and just establish a great foundation for your lifestyle. So when you do buy a home, it is a commitment to a certain location. You don't get to move every year like if you are a renter. And it's really ideal for individuals or families that are just wanting to settle down and put their roots somewhere. So when you do go to make the decision whether you should rent or buy, renting can be viewed as a bridge to the future, and buying is you're getting rooted in for long-term success. So if you're in a transitional phase, renting can be that bridge opportunity for you. It provides you the flexibility to do things that owning a home will not allow you to do. And then it also allows you to explore new cities, neighborhoods, and make changes as you and your family grow. So if you choose to buy a home, you're making a commitment for the long haul. So it's a decision rooted in stability due to the schools that are around, the church that you go to, the restaurants you like to frequent. Like you're trying to truly get settled in one spot and make your dream life. So when you do buy a home, it must align with your goals and what you envision for yourself and your family in the future. So that way it's not only a financial choice, but it's also a lifestyle choice for you and what you decide to do. But ultimately, deciding between renting and buying a home ultimately just comes down to your personal preferences and your goals. So whether you choose to rent or buy, the key is to align your decision with your circumstances and your aspirations, because you want to ensure that your journey to home ownership, whether that's renting now or buying now, is a reflection of your values and your priorities.